What's up? Welcome to another gutter punk dog walking or dog sleeping under his blankie in the heat. Well, I'm talking. Um, I literally stopped. Uh, it's uh, okay. I'm happy. It's Monday morning. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm happy. The bus is not coming today. And why would I be happy when these last two videos is because I realized that Matt was lying. Um, A, we talked Friday. He said he had another buyer interested that wanted to make payments, but that he understood I needed help. And when he talked to his wife had seen some of my prior videos and told him we are giving him that bus on Monday. It was what he said. That it was her executive decision because she is the PhD of the family and he is the artist. That was the discussion that he called me on Saturday morning. I could screenshot all this, but why do I have to prove myself all of the time? I don't. And that's the other reason I'm happy is I realized that. Now, when I found out, because okay, we discussed it. I told him, I don't have anything to give you. I could give you my truck, I could give you my guitars, I could give you everything I have and own but my dog for collateral for that bus, and you will get paid as soon as I get the letter and everything's done. No, the letter did not come last week. It sucks, but it is what it is. I'm happy because instead of being angry and sad and losing my shit over it, I reached out to friends that I've met here recently, Lance being one of them. We talked RCs. I mentioned what was going on, and well, Lance is a very smart man. Excuse me, he's a great heart, a man with a great heart and a very wise mind, old soul, just great dude. And I like the way our friendship has evolved, and it's slow. It's because both of us have been through a lot recently, and period. So we understand as dude to dude. Sorry, I just realized my right foot was like literally freezing on the frame, putting it up by the fire. Kinda. Like. Anyway, I'm happy because I also reached out to Cheryl. Uh, 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 and I talked to her and asked her if I was crazy, and she actually looked the guy up, and he's got a bunch of 1-stars reviews about not showing up, about people driving miles, hours and hours to go buy something from him just to show up and it's been sold, and stuff like that. So there's no pictures of him with any females. So I was looking at all of this and talking and doing this, and I get the text from, hey, did you hear anything else about that letter? If so, we'll be on our way tomorrow to give you the bus. And I was like, huh? It's Sunday. What lawyer office is open on a Sunday? And if you're a disability customer for a lawyer and they're making money off of your case, they're not caring if it takes 2 or 3 years because it's more money for them. Two, I was happy because when I seen this text and his change in the way he approached it from the wife saying it was a done deal, period, to his fiance. It now turned. Hold on, it's a cigarette, y'all. But unfortunately, the world now thinks tobacco is the evil that cannot be on video, but death can, so whatever. Anyway, I'm happy because, yes, I'm always cynical, but I'm happy because I've reached out to friends. And then they got me off of thinking, and because they know, just the short time they've known me, they know the TBI me. Like, they don't know me prior to the TBI. So I requested for both of them. My speech therapist gave me homework, and that is, if I jump around a lot, sorry, I didn't realize it was so crooked. If I jump around a lot, like thought pattern, with my thoughts, that I need to watch that and to bring me back to whatever the hell was the thing. That's why I keep saying I'm happy, because to be honest with you, I stopped playing a video game to literally do this, because I'm happy, because I made the right choices. I did not do anything self-harmful to myself. I didn't relapse. I didn't I didn't harm. I'm not gonna harm Nubi. Come on, I didn't harm myself. I didn't lash out at anybody. I even called Sabra and I asked her, why is it I can get along with literally everybody in my life, and I can't get along with you, and I've known you 3 years, the same amount of time I've known Sarah. And here's the difference in that two situations, and why I'm happy is because it showed itself. I didn't start off by that conversation. I asked her if she wanted to talk. And my heart, all I want was peace with her. Whether we're friends, whether whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I know that I'm gonna pay her and help her for helping me over the years, just like I would Sarah. So when I got that bus, the first plans I started making was with Sarah and her son to give her this vehicle for free, because it would work temporarily. It's not the perfect vehicle for her situation, but it could fit a wheelchair in here and her van is dead, like blown out motor dead. And so I was gonna hook them up and switch everything out today, but the bus isn't coming, and I'm happy, because when I went in to talk to Sarah, who should be disappointed and I would think upset, I was met with smile, and she's got, I don't know, friends, family in there. Hey y'all, if y'all seeing this, just met y'all last night. Y'all look cool. Sorry, I'm weird. But everything I'm saying is fact. That's one thing about this channel is I live as an open book. So even if I'm wrong. Oh, and I also did some spoken word, a new form of art that I've never done before. And so I'm gonna post that spoken word after this. I gotta think of something artsy to do for a video for it. Anyway, this is the jumpy thing she's talking about. So anyway, I'm happy because Sarah had a smile on her face. Corbin's not texting me upset because he was gonna take off of work and help me move everything from this truck to the bus, and I was making all these plans because it was so matter of fact by this guy Matt on Facebook. And it wasn't until I was talking to Cheryl that the pieces started to fit, that he's not making sense. And then I started thinking like I used to, and so I'll go ahead and tell you guys the same thing the doctors told me. They said I'm kind of like basically a 2-year-old right now, the way I think. It's very, very simple. And then because of the art and because I still have the 49 years of experience and everything I've lived through and all of that, I have that knowledge. I'm not a 2-year-old as far as education. I'm a 2-year-old as far as like my cognitive thinking, that stuff. He always punched up here. And the survivalism thinking, that's mostly back here. So the damage that's done to my head twice here and twice in the rear. And those are 4 hospitalized TBIs that I've had, 2 of which have been in a coma. Anybody who's seen this channel knows that I'm happy because I realized that throughout my whole life I've learned behaviors, good and bad. Like, yes, I used to work 15-hour days. Yes, I used to make a lot of money. Yes, my whole world and life from the time I was awake to the time I passed out and went to sleep was networking, business, figuring out stuff for my employees. I was literally a delegator of so I owned 4 companies. Do you guys honestly think I knew what the hell I was doing running 4 companies? No, I didn't. But so I had roommates, right? And Hollywood, California, when I lived out there. And these roommates, some of them were dancers. One of them I found with a laptop coding one day when I came home from work and working on, like, I know what coding is, like C+ and all that, like HTML, and that's old school stuff. There's all new now stuff, but like back then, I knew that she was really good at what she did. Well, because back then I was with Sony, I knew a lot of bands that needed websites. This is during the website boom when, like, you went to the actually tool.band or whatever, because it was .com. It wasn't tool.com. It was something else. Anyway, deftones.com, twerp.com, whatever. And you went to their website, and so people had to build those, and that's what I did, was started Dream Logic with her. She named it. All I did was finance it because I had the money to do so, and I financed her time off away from dancing. Like, if it was theater, art, dancing, and she's passionate about it, do you think we'd be talking about a career change here? No, so you know what kind of dancer I'm talking about. The way I met him too is because she was a roommate of mine when I owned everything with my band and my record label. That's one thing, if you're in a band, take that advice. Own your van, own your trailer, own everything that you move up to. Own it yourself so you don't have to rent it. You don't have to rely on the labels for anything if you're looking for a label still and stupid. Anyway, just kidding, I'm not calling you stupid. My own stupidity. Anyway, I'm happy because it's Monday morning, and instead of being upset and like up all night tripping, I woke up at my normal 3:30 and having my, wherever I put it. Uh-oh, let me not spill the coffee. Yeah, I'm having my, let me not wreck everything. Having my Starbucks double shot caramel, like double shot, and it's got like ginseng or something, and it helps my brain. Okay, so this is why I drink this. I'm not sponsored by Starbucks. Could you imagine that? And it's literally ice chunks. That's why I've been having it. That's why I lost it. I had it by the heater so I could drink it. It's literally slushy. It's like a icy iced coffee slushy right now. It's like the best if you're into that kind of stuff, which I love them. you hear it's full, right? I can't get, like... And this is inside where I live, y'all, so I'm just reminding you that this is what it's really like living in a vehicle with a pit bull. And being homeless from something I did not do to myself. And, I mean, and when I sit here and I think of how you have people that go down the road and they see somebody in a wheelchair, okay, holding up a sign that says God bless America, anything helps. Okay, let's take that person. He's got no legs and he's in a wheelchair. You notice that maybe he's wearing an army hat or something, okay? Maybe something. Most vets are usually, you can tell. And it only takes even just stopping your car and talking to him instead of pointing and laughing or going about your way. Talk to him. Ask what branch he served in. There's no if you're standing on a corner holding a sign and somebody asks you what branch you served in, and if you're an asshole back to that person, obviously you don't want help. So, yeah. But at the same time, this was what my spoken word was kind of about, was how do we help others? Do we help others the way that we think we should help them? Or do we listen to them, especially if they know what works for themselves? Do we help them the way that they ask us to help them? And is it therefore controlling of the person asking for help of the others around them? Are they being manipulative and controlling by saying, hey, this is what helps me? I know, thank you for the $20, I appreciate it, but this is what really helps, is reminding me to get back to center and not jump around. By this, by that, and then, is that controlling and manipulative and all? No, like literally, Lance did it yesterday. Sarah does it. Cheryl did it with me. And I don't mind being corrected. Ask all of them. I have zero, dude. They all know the chill side of me because they've actually sat and had a conversation with me, not just watched one of these videos and gone off of a whim of how this guy is that you're looking at right now. And if you're seeing this for the first time and this long into it, thank you, you're a trooper. I'm about to be done. I just wanted to thank everybody again in my life that's helped me. Even Sabra. Me and Sabra don't talk anymore. Like yesterday, I also was able to close the door because I realized that within 30 seconds of talking, if you're arguing, and it's like that over and it's a repeated cycle, then it is not healthy. Okay? That is not healthy. So I'm closing the book on Sabra, and yes, I'm blocking her from everything. And it is not because I hate her. It is not because I am upset with her, and all. It's not. It's out of love. Actually, it's out of. We're not conducive to helping each other right now in a good way. So let's stop the same insanity that keeps going on, the same cycle, where you think everything's cool, and then like something else comes up wrong and I gotta go to therapy and ask the therapist, this is what Saber said, then I didn't say it right, but hey, he said I'm not gonna say it right because it's the TBI, and then the whole argument, because she knows me before the TBI, she doesn't understand that my mind is just, and either that or my therapist thinks she thinks it's fake. I mean, my therapist thinks a lot of things about Saber that I never tell her. And I'm not saying that to start shit. I'm saying that because how do you help people? If it's not working, stop it. So I stopped it yesterday, so I'm happy about that. and I don't mind a break. And yes, she's still getting paid back. I mean, if you know me, like she just straight up started yelling. And if any, like, ask Lance, ask Sarah. She's known me 3 years too. When do I yell? If there is violence coming in the door, which there is a situation of that here, and I had somebody peeing on my tire, and when I said, "Hey man, this is my house, this is where I live, don't pee on my tire," he looked me straight in the eye, smiled, and whipped out his dick. So I tackled him. And I don't mind that, because I later found out he was also a sex offender, and had I known that ahead of time, excuse me, but yeah, it would have been a different story. And you can flag it for that all you want to on this video. I'm not going any harms. TikTok, when I appeal this, if somebody red flags this, I am talking about positive mental health things that did not happen, okay? Like last night, comparatively to like the past. But I don't even think, if somebody's coming to piss on your house, are you gonna let them? You know, if you do, then you really are the ultimate liberal, because you'll just let anybody piss on your shit and then just complain about it and throw Molotovs on stuff and break your whole, like, and this is a riot of, and tearing down your neighborhood is really conductive to help. I mean, just saying, like, a riot is not freedom of speech, okay? What we used to say back in the 90s growing up, of how we were going to become so politically correct, we're incorrect, and how they're programming us, and they've been programming us. It's all true. Look at you. We now have algorithms, people. We went from having 3 channels on the television. I'm happy. I don't need to go through all these conspiracy theories I have in my head. I'm happy because I didn't do anything last night negative. I slept well. I'm happy because it's warm enough in here that, yeah, my coffee's a slushy, but I'm not, and Nubi's okay. I'm happy that, even though he was like, and he, meaning Matt, the bus guy, was all, "Oh man, yeah," you know, and the whole thing, and being able to see through it with the help of my friends. And also, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna close with this. Lance told me one of the harshest truths and realities of my late like latest. So I got this truck, this RC car at Hobbytown, and I'm not gonna talk shit about Hobbytown either. But he listed reasons, like, because he's been helping me figure out RCs and understand them, because he understands what I'm attempting to do, and he's just a good-hearted person. Like I said, he's a good man, and he's helping this complete stranger with this brain issue figure out RCs, and even helping them work on them, and it's been mutual, because you know, I've helped him with parts too, but it's not like that. It's not like, "Oh, I gave you parts, you're gonna," you know. I mean, is that part of the reason that we met and talked? Yes, but as the relationship is budding and growing, it's cool, because like, he literally was like, "Look, man, I have been sold the wrong parts at the store. There was a big mix-up at the store, but we've gotten all that corrected, you know." And so he just reminded me, because I was asking a lot of questions about RCs, and I was probably jumping, and to center me, he literally sent a paragraph on my phone that size. I remember having to, like, get my bifocals on and read it, and he was like, fact after fact after fact after fact after fact. Legit, I wanted to hug the man, like, because they weren't easy facts to swallow, but they were facts. And to talk to him about it, and those are the things of growing and helping and learning and loving. It's not about somebody going, oh hey, I could be the good guy and give this person a bus. Like when I say, oh yeah, I've helped my roadie when his car was smoking with a newborn in the back, and I gave him one of my Mercedes. Yeah, that's me saying that, but I actually did it. You know, like without thought. Unlike this guy who was trying to look like this hero, but now came up with this whole, did you hear anything about? And it's Sunday, dude. Nothing's changed since you called me and said you're bringing me the bus Monday and said to go ahead and do videos about it and stuff. So I'm happy that I realized that you're the dick. I'm not. So I say that in love. I hope you grow. I hope you get to be a better person than you are now. And don't do this to people, man. This ain't right to do to people what you did to me. And I'm not saying this from a victim stance. Anybody would be fooled by you, bro, because you're smooth. And somebody with 4 TBIs, bro, that's messed up in the head, you're gonna take advantage of like that and literally like make me think I'm gonna get a bus on Monday and actually have help after I've struggled my ass for 2 years and then worked my ass off since I was 14. Man, this is why we didn't ever have to even say fuck around and find out, because we already know, man. So that's why I'm happy. We already know. You guys are not gonna win. Love will win. It may be ugly. Does this look like the face of peace and love? No. I probably look like Antifa. But every video, you guys all know I close with what? Be kind. Do loving acts to people. I did my best this video, okay? I am happy. I am thankful in my heart, and I'm grateful to everybody that has helped me. And it's okay if some of those we meet on the way are good for a time and then not. So we'll see if Saber comes around later in the future, but as for now, I doubt it. So you probably won't be seeing her. Gone to already blocked her and stuff, and hopefully everywhere. I don't know. She's always found a way somewhere to like sneak something into me to like get me back to talking to her every time I done blocked her. And so everybody, I want you to help me. Everybody who's made it to the 28-minute mark of this video, I want you to help me right now. If I decide to have her, and make sure, and I'm talking to Cheryl, Lance, maybe you're watching this at 28 minutes. If you've made it this far, then you care. And if you care, call me on this. If Saber's in my life tomorrow, pull me to the side, talk to me and ask me why. Okay? And if it seems fishy, and if it looks like it's gonna lead to me taking back steps in my health, tell me. I don't mind hearing the hard truth because they've told me before. And it wouldn't be a new thing for even my doctors tell me to stay away from her. And they also, my therapist is also hopeful, but he knows there's a lot of mental health stuff going on, so on her side, he says, he goes, you're the complete opposite of what you're telling me right now. And what I would tell him is exactly the exact words that, like I'm telling you about Matt. And I'll tell him about this story with Matt. I mean, I don't know if he watches my videos or not, but he sure seems to know the hell out of me. So, and what my doctors and therapists all say to do, it works. So I do know that. And I do know that my lawyers have said the same thing. Everything they've said does happen. So I'm learning that those that are telling me stuff like this, you don't have to be upset. You can see it as for what it is and continue moving on in a positive way. So I hope somehow somebody gets that and moves on in a positive way and does loving kindness to others, man. Peace.